One question I have is about faith. Movies that tackle subjects of faith, whether they're obscure or under the lines or part of the theme or whatever, usually either demean it or get it stupid or don't get it right. And what are we saying
I think
about
people
it here?
often demean it and make it stupid, including, I don't want to get on a soapbox, but including organizations that are supposedly built around faith.
Sure.
I guess what I see it more as a function of the human heart than anything, which I think is probably what you're picking up as a recurring theme in my work. I find it to be a very fascinating subject. What is one's spiritual journey?
And it's, even if it's different for all of us, there's some monumental levelers for everything. For instance, if you're on death row and you're about to meet your maker or whatever you think you're going to make, that's a pretty good time to get it right.
Yeah, yes, I suppose.
Without demeaning it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it happens all the time. You read about it in the paper all the time.
Yeah, yeah, but I think that's too little too late as far as I'm concerned.
Well, and that's pretty much a cliche too sometimes.
Yeah.
But Hanks's character
Yeah,
has
it's
a
like,
real...
why didn't you find Jesus before you axed,
Well, that's true.
your friend in the head?
I guess, are you saying anything about faith in this film, or about at least the search for truth?
Well, certainly for the search for truth. I think that should be an important component of all of our lives. What the actual conclusions are to be drawn, I'm not sure, which is one of the exciting things about having made this movie. I'm still trying to formalize my thoughts about the journey that these characters go on, and I'll be fascinated and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the audience brings to it, what the conclusions they draw. I think the movie asks a lot of really fascinating questions and begs some introspection and some thought, rather than necessarily concluding for you and then shoving an answer down your throat. That's one of the great pleasures of having made this film.
Do you feel like you make finds when you cast?
Oh, I find nuggets of gold. I mean, look at Michael Clark Duncan, look at Doug Hutchison, Sam Rockwell. These were guys who came in and read, and it's hallelujah. Look how great they are in the movie.
There's a reason why actors come in and read.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't know they were out there. I mean, you know, Doug and Sam particularly, they've been kicking around looking for a real worthy role for some years now, and I'm stunned at how good they are, and the fact that I was able to be the one to give, that they hadn't gotten that opportunity prior to this. Really, they had in little ways, but not that really brings them to the attention of the audience. And it's a great pleasure for me to be able to bring guys like this out and say, hey, look at these talents. Michael and Doug and Sam are just amazing. And as for the more established actors, what a pleasure to be able to bring them into the fold and have that mix.
Sometimes acting, great acting, good filmmaking is not about the splashy. It's about the understated. I see that more and more in what Tom Hanks does.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's harder.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Do you
Absolutely.
feel that way about just watching films too and making films?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, subtlety is a commodity that's grown somewhat scarce in our entertainment. I've always loved it. You know, the films that I grew up loving were willing to be patient and willing to make a point and willing to sort of sneak around things, you know, which to me it makes for a much more emotional payoff. Everything doesn't have to blow up.
One quick question. Your number one favorite drive-in movie-going experience. Do you have one as a kid?
Oh, you know, I always sort of avoided drive-ins even when I was a kid, simply because I like the technical presentation to be as good as possible. I do recall going to see The Shaggy Dog at a drive-in when it came out. You tell me how old I was, 7 or something like that.
Probably scared you too.
It probably did.
Nice to see you.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.